1994 Ranger rotor and disc replacements.
First, you start with removing the pins holding the caliper in place. There's one on top and then one underneath on the bottom. I use a 3/8 extension. Use the back to get it started to push the pin retainers in. And then you can drive it through with the other side. Press the cylinder a little bit so you can slide it off, and now you can remove the first pad. You want to be careful with your brake line so you don't break or tear it, because a 1994 Ranger is old as fuck.
Don't let it hang either.
Yeah, so you just want to rest it up on that nut. And then find yourself a screwdriver. Pry these back. Get it loose. Pop right off. You're compressing the caliper with a caliper compressor. Once it's fully compressed, you can release it. You're done with that. Now you move to the back and you pull off the rear brake pad and can discard that. Now you can remove the hub, inspect for any damage. Now you have a little C-clip there. So with a pry bar and a screwdriver, you can pop this little C-clip out of place. Remember to keep your parts and order them in the order you take them off. Next is another little locking nut. Now you can use your screwdriver. Another little piece that's keyed into it right here. Yours may be different. There we go. That also keys into this nut here. Which will give you access to your front wheel bearing outside. When removing, remember to be careful. You have a bearing inside there, as well as a seal on the back that is holding the rear bearing in place. To remove the rear seal, get a screwdriver and just hammer around the sides and slowly pry it up, trying to do as little damage as possible. last wheel bearing. Keeping these in order. This is now garbage. Alright, with your parts removed, you're going to want to get some brake clean and start cleaning out every little nook and cranny, because we are going to repack the grease and reuse these bearings. And try to get inside as much as you can. That's all clear. You can start reassembling, reversing the process that you started with. First, you gotta pack your bearing. Typically just throwing it in the grease, scooping it up, pushing it around, getting it into every nook and cranny. Once you've reseated the rear seal, you can replace this back onto the hub. Once you've installed the rear bearing, you're ready to reinstall everything. Pretty much the reverse of what it was to get it off. First you slide this back on. Then you add the front wheel bearing.
There we go.
Then you screw on the next retention nut. Make sure that this is keyed into the slot and that's retentioner before proceeding.
Pull that out again.
See, it is not currently aligned.
There you go. Just want to show that little knob that's came out there.
So you just continue a little further. There we go. Now it should slide right onto the little retentioner, which will keep it in place. Just keyed in right there. And now you screw on the next nut. And tighten this one down to pretty much lock that last one in too. Then you key in this. Replace your clip. And now you can replace your hub. can start replacing your pads. First, you want to clean the connections back behind where the brakes are gonna sit, because you're gonna be greasing those to help prevent brake squeal. Not too much, just enough to make it slide a little easier, because you don't want to get it on the rotor. And then with the bottom, correct end of the pad. And then you place the bottom in first. But first, we gotta grease it real quick. Just a light greasing. It goes a long way, top and bottom. Start with the bottom, hot the top end, slide her up, and that's good to go. When compressing the caliper, use the old brake pad to help compress the caliper. Also,
there's a hole in the middle, isn't there?
Correct, there's a hole in the middle of that. You also, while compressing, before even compressing your caliper or even messing with your brakes, you definitely want to take the cap off your brake reservoir, your master cylinder. Alright, that's compressed. You slide the new one on. Just slides right back on. Just make sure it's in the correct position. And lastly, hammer in your retainers. There we go. Before finishing this first one, we want to put the second one in. Using your 3/8 extension to finish the job.
Yeah.
Alright, and then you put the tire back on and you're done.